Me, 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 me.
Ma, 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 ma.
Do, ra, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ra,
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You ready?
Oh, let's do it.
All right, we got back-to-back magnificence.
This
but
is-
first, we're gonna start with a toast
The toast.
to Bradley, who just proposed, evidently while watching our show.
Oh.
What the hell is that all about, Bradley?
So.
And she still said yes. Then all I'm saying is,
No, we got a comment.
do not screw that one up.
A comment a couple weeks ago in the Whiskey Tribe comments, he said, "Yeah, I proposed to my girlfriend with y'all's videos playing in the background."
All right, so we don't have the 12 because I just finished it off in a tasting yesterday. So we have the Founder's Reserve.
Yeah.
So Bradley, here's to you and yours.
Cheers.
May you always be as happy as we wish you now to be. All right, first magnificent bastard up is Brad Whittington.
Brad Whittington, this is donation day, first donation day we have.
Take a deep breath.
And we're starting with your own.
Well,
We're starting with nepotism?
I've been bumping him and
Oh,
bumping him
okay.
and bumping him.
Okay, so he's been, Brad Whittington, you magnificent!
All right, so this is a French malt.
Bellevoye?
And what we remember, we were not a big fan of the Brenne. It's the only French malt we've tried. And he was like, well, I found another French malt called Bellevoye. Mm-hmm. It's a triple malt that uses 3 different malts from 3 different areas of France.
Yeah. The reason why we didn't like Brenne is because it's liquid sweet tarts. Mm-hmm. Gross.
But this is 3 different single malts in, well, you know, malt whiskeys in France. It's all French. 3 to 8 years old barrels.
Okay.
Between 3 to 8 years old. And I tried to look up information about them, but basically, when you click up our story,
Right.
all it says is, we had a dream, and we followed the dream, and if you want to, you have to have courage to follow your dream.
And this is-
the product of your dream is an amazing dream.
It's so it's standard practice. The more obscure the whiskey, the harder it is to find any information, any backstory, beyond just the boilerplate write-up they have on the website.
I'm gonna have links on our website that Rex will know nothing about, that if you click through will tell you everything. It'll tell you what color shirt Rex was wearing.
I'm getting leather.
Ooh, yeah, I'm getting that kind of young-ish vibe.
The young, we get this so often in a lot of the American whiskeys, the bourbons. We get this that young. It's not raw, funky leather, but it's definitely not an old, worn-out leather. And the leather note is prominent.
They finish it. They take these 3 malts, they put them together, and they finish by marrying them in another oak cask.
Okay. You do have a nice caramel sweetness on top of that leather note, though.
Ooh, that tastes
It tastes
not bad.
It tastes
A little watery.
and
40%.
not completely different than what was on the nose.
No, but it's not bad.
You have
It's drinkable. It's very friendly.
drinkable, but
Kinda
directionally, I think probably you and I, both of our least favorite note we often find in whiskey is that young, raw, funky leather.
Yeah.
It's like a sour.
I'm really hoping we don't end up with that. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be?
Total other end of the spectrum from the Brenne whiskey.
Yeah, this is, you know, I would put money that this was an American craft malt.
Yeah, there's nothing, well, I say there's nothing French about it, only having experienced one French whiskey.
Yeah. All right, Morgan Smith.
They're not all one thing.
Morgan Smith couldn't figure out how to mail us something, and so he donated money on the website and said, do with it what you think.
Yeah.
And so I added a little bit of my money to it, and I bought us an extra bottle of the Balcones Texas Rye.
I've never had this.
Oh, you're gonna love
Okay,
this. This is a
yeah.
kick in the teeth, man.
Yeah.
This,
A kick in the teeth. No, wait, you're not a rag guy.
No, but I love this one. Morgan Smith, you magnificent bastard. This is a Balcones product first and a rye
Oh,
second.
This is a deeper, darker rye than...
It's coffee and chocolate and and butterscotch.
Yeah.
Can you see how it smells like?
super butterscotch.
It smells like Balcones.
Well, yeah.
Like you can spot that as a Balcones product.
They do have, there's a fingerprint across all of their whiskeys.
So it reminds me of
they
coffee.
have a lot of variations across the different bottling.
Yeah.
But man, it's...
From product to product, there's a wide, vast spectrum, but you can spot the brand.
Yeah, there's a continuity throughout all of it.
When I was in coffee obsessively, you get to where you can recognize the coffee brand by the roast and the flavor.
It's the coffee hard
right?
candy.
And so you know how you can spot Starbucks no matter what roast it is.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's Starbucks. Balcones to me feels like that. Like, doesn't matter what they make, you can spot it.
They have a wheelhouse.
Yeah.
They have the Balcones wheelhouse.
But and remember, I'm not a rye fan, but this is more Balcones than it is rye. It's 100% rye, by the way.
So, what? Mm-hmm. I was about to ask, like, what did they do to this
100%
rye?
rye.
Because this is, for me, this is a unicorn rye.
It's got a bunch of different kinds of rye. So they've got an Elbin rye from Northwest Texas, mixed in with some crystal rye, chocolate rye, and roasted rye.
I say unicorn rye because I'm not getting the black licorice.
Nope.
I'm not getting
All the things I hate about rye.
Well, I like eucalyptus rye. Whenever I get that light eucalyptus note, I'm not getting that. This is like the coffee hard candy. This is some chocolate elements in there.
There is a weird little like
before.
tree bark note at the very end of the aftertaste on this round that I've never found before.
I hate that you said tree bark.
Yeah.
And I go in here, it's like, damn it.
It is a tree bark.
Tree bark.
All I can think looking at you now is Farquaad.
Yeah.
Lord Farquaad. It really is
I
true.
need to be much shorter though.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'm getting, I think there's a meaningful amount of barrel char.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
ashiness, barrel char, the tree bark.
All right, next up. Next up is a weird combination of things. This is Benjamin Ross.
Benjamin Ross, you magnificent.
All right, this is a Minnesota whiskey. Minnesota 14, 100% made and aged in Minnesota.
Okay.
He also sent some other interesting weird
Oh.
and I'm actually maybe a little more excited about his other weird than I am about this.
All right. I'm sure we'll get to it in another.
No, it's right here.
Oh,
I've got it. Yeah.
Do it this time.
We're gonna do it all at once.
So did you say this is 14 years old?
No, it's like 2 to 4 years old.
Okay. What's the 14?
It's just the name.
Okay.
I don't know why. I tried to look it up. I couldn't figure, and then I ran out of time because we needed to shoot
Again, the
this video.
obscure whiskeys are so hard to find any information about.
You have to live on the websites and the blogs and find somebody who happened to mention it in an
Right.
interview, and I just didn't have the patience
Like,
for it
no,
today.
he's not holding back, right? He's not being stifled. There's just very often little to say about the more.
Whoa,
obscure
that
whiskeys.
smells interesting.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Remember that green?
There's the green.
There's the sap.
There's the green. There's the sap. There's the young raw leather.
Damn it.
But
always disappointing.
that's prominent. I'm getting more of that. And here's the thing on donation day. Let's say this. We're on the third bottle now. Is this a fair review?
No.
No. We're
No.
drinking like many whiskeys back to back. It will drastically change the notes that we're getting from these whiskeys.
Absolutely.
So this is broad strokes. First impressions. We can get the main notes, but the complexities and the nuances, those will often be lost.
This is like the BuzzFeed version of whiskey reviews.
Yeah, unless it just so magically happens that the whiskey we tried before really opens up the complexity of the whiskey that we're trying now.
Which is unlikely.
And it's hard to
possible.
tell. It's hard to tell. So to be fair, these aren't,
No, I'm standing by the green note.
legitimate. No,
That's something that stands out.
That's so prominent. That's absolutely there.
Okay, but Benjamin, I really wanted to try this. So you also sent us this product from Dampferk, and I'm probably mispronouncing that because it's a German word, Dampferk, Dampfwerk. In German, it translates
We're
to
gonna do that.
steam.
Just quickly to be fair to this, we get the green, the sap, the funky raw leather. I also
Yeah.
get a little blackberry on top of that.
I moved on before I got blackberry.
Okay.
Ooh, smell this. This is an herbal liqueur. And this distillery only works with brandies and herbal liqueurs and things like that.
It's like a tea whiskey.
Isn't that it's not whiskey?
No, I'm saying-
well, it is. It starts with a
It's
rye
like
whiskey base.
You mix an herbal to strong herbal tea with the whiskey.
Oh, it smells so good.
So by the way, let's define what liqueur is.
Liqueur is a when you take a spirit and you add a bunch of herbs and things into it to infuse it with things.
Super. Does it have a proof that it needs to hit in order to be?
I don't know. This is
liqueur.
43.
Okay.
They started with a rye whiskey.
And it can't be called a whiskey because they added other stuff.
Yeah.
Now, why can't it be called a flavored whiskey? Because I know that's a.
I don't know. I don't know a ton about herbal liqueurs.
This is a really super spicy.
This would be amazing in a cocktail.
It would.
Amazing in a cocktail.
So I'm honestly, even on the nose. I haven't even tasted this. On the nose.
The taste is identical.
On the nose, I would actually really like to make a cocktail around that.
Now, he also sent us these old-fashioned bitters, Dashfire bitters, and Dashfire is a company that makes like 30 kinds of bitters. And this is their old-fashioned edition to go with whiskey cocktails.
Like a hot cinnamon on this.
Yeah, I'm excited about this, but we're not going to do it on the show, but I'm going to use this, and we're going to test it on some things.
And the cinnamon...
Dude, what a treasure.
It's cloves.
Thank you.
It's cloves.
It is cloves.
Cloves for days.
Heavy clove and cinnamon.
Heavy clove and cinnamon. And if you're into that, you would adore that thing.
We're moving to Pennsylvania again. Now remember Wigle?
I do.
Okay, so the thing about Wigle was, most people don't know this actually. I found Wigle first like 4 years ago, or 3 years ago or something like that.
Right.
And I found that they had a Monongahela style rye, which is the original style of rye whiskey in the USA.
Sure.
And so I ordered one from them, and I really dug it. The Monongahela is up there somewhere. And then I thought, well, cool, man. Wigle's doing cool shit. And then people sent us Old Sap and Rye Ruski,
which was,
and I went,
really
dude,
a violent act.
Yeah. So Carl Broom sent us 2 new full bottles of wheat whiskey and their Wigle bourbon.
The Pennsylvania bourbon.
And I am anxious to try them.
Sure.
Carl Broom. You magnificent bastard! Alright, so I'm gonna do 1 per glass.
Because the previous Wiggles we had, we weren't the biggest fans.
No, it was like licking a brand new pine tree.
Well, that's, yes, we'll say that. But I have seen a lot of people talk about Wiggle.
Fresh cut pine
I've seen a lot of people talk about Wiggle, and they really like it. So... that wasn't our cup of tea at all. I'm really curious to see.
But remember what I just said. When I first bought their Monongahela rye,
Right.
I thought, damn, this is good.
Right. Ooh,
It was only the small baby that I didn't like. That's the wheat whiskey.
Oh, the wheat whiskey.
Oh, it smells like real whiskey.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like the weird...
Oh, damn. Both of these. Really nice on the nose.
Oh, yeah, that's caramel right there.
We just got some funky... We had a funky introduction to Wiggle.
You know what? Wiggle's baby things were not for us.
You know what? You know what that was? That was the equivalent of you for my first whiskey. For my first whiskey, it was like you handing me Lefroy tin.
Try that bourbon. That's rich and dense and molasses and...
This is molasses, dusty, caramel.
Oh, that's good. That's really good, actually. I totally dig that.
Like a coffee ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee ice cream with cherry.
Oh.
Coffee ice cream with cherry.
Come on, Wiggle. When you do it right, you do it right. So these are barreled in small 15 to 30 gallon charred oak for a year.
By the way,
the wheat whiskey.
Yeah.
And every version is different. This one evidently sold out already. So because of Carl, we got one that they don't even sell right now. That wheat whiskey is a wheat whiskey. Now, when I try wheat whiskey, I always find that it's really sweet and friendly and approachable and not that dramatic.
Yes, usually not very complex.
But this one, it's just a classic wheat whiskey. There's nothing weird going on with it. It's kind of sweet and light and a little
super drinkable
honey. But man, that bourbon.
Super drinkable. 42%.
Damn, that bourbon.
42% on the wheat whiskey, 46% on that bourbon.
Nailed it on the bourbon.
Wow.
Nailed it.
The wheat whiskey is just...
Now, if you're asking, this is 19 months old, bottle 14, or sorry, batch 14, bottle 297 of 962 bottles.
The wheat whiskey, I would say, is just a nice wheat whiskey. The bourbon is a fairly exceptional bourbon. It's quite nice.
This one's 17 months old, batch 22.
And again, I would be tempted to circle back to this bourbon whenever we're not doing back-to-back stuff. I think that may be worthy of
its own standing review.
Legitimate standing review, yeah.
If people can get it, right now it's sold out. Our final one of the day. We did it, Rex.
We have such hard jobs, Daniel.
We did it, Rex. I got you a new glass.
Okay.
We did it. We got to Josh Gaburbala Day.
Gosh, you magnificent bastard.
I can't. It's gonna be a running joke because we see him now.
Yeah,
like once every couple of weeks.
He's local, so he drops by. And good guy.
Yeah,
good guy. He brings his wife too.
Good sense of humor.
Yeah,
and we wouldn't let him come back if she wasn't with him.
Lovely couple. Yes.
Okay, so this is Bone Spirits. You know why I'm excited about this one? Because it's from Smithville, Texas.
Okay.
And it is 100% Texan.
Oh.
Sourced, distilled, aged, bottled. All right.
Oh, by the way, that grand opening.
Yeah.
God, son of.
We're up to almost 450 of 500 tickets available.
Yeah.
And we haven't even reached the...
we haven't even invited everybody.
The gentry yet.
Right. So here's the thing. We were trying to get sold out at like 300. Right? Mm-hmm. That just got annihilated.
Someday we'll make it to 300. Oh, crap.
The original plan...
150.
Was to basically open up invitations to the people that are in the Patreon because, like, man, they're supporting us financially to do all these amazing things we're trying to do, and then open it up to the rest of the tribe. We can barely accommodate.
Yes.
Actually, we can't accommodate.
No, we can't.
But we're just calling.
We're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Everybody in the Patreon.
We're gonna be able to figure it out by eliminating parking. That's the only way.
No, there's gonna be shuttles coming in. It's gonna be amazing. This on the nose. Can I say this? I'm getting. What is this?
I don't know.
It's so there's
It's movie buttered popcorn.
Movie buttered popcorn. There's a really like huge whiskey that this is reminding me of. Four Roses.
It's dark though. It's buttery, but there's darkness back there.
It's nice. There's
and they sat on this for at least 2 years before they bottled it. That's patience, man.
Definitely.
We have their other product is Fitch's Goat.
Definitely sweet, but a balanced sweetness. It's not, sugar, make your teeth hurt kind of sweet.
So see this right here, this new make moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
This is corn whiskey.
Oh, the butter. There's the butter.
Yeah, this is also from the same guy.
Okay, right there.
And I've had that for forever because obviously you can just bottle it, right? So, but he was patient. He sat on his bourbon and let it happen.
I really like that. It's butter and is that a butterscotch with the butter?
Dude, that's good.
Yeah, that's
really
good. Nice. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm trying to figure out
45%.
What flavors are bouncing around in here.
Cherry. There's definitely cherry.
Yeah.
But there's also like a darker fruit. Because there's some fruit notes in here, almost like it was finished in a wine cask or something. There's these dark fruity. Is it plum?
Is it fig?
It might be fig.
Yeah, like a dried fig a little bit.
Yeah, and there's the barrel. I mean, you can taste the slight bitter aftertaste of the barrel char.
It says 90 proof for those that care.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Dude, well done.
Man, that has a lot going on. Very, very
See,
nice.
this is just proof. You can sit on something in Texas and still make kick-ass bourbon.
I gotta tell you, I kind of really like Donation Day.
Is it fun?
Because
so when Rex told me, here's the new plan. This was his idea, by the way. Let's review things we can get Monday through Thursday, and then Fridays we try to knock out 6 bottles, of donations to try to get caught up. I had this immediate feeling of relief. I'm like, thank you. I don't know,
why?
but I don't know why. I don't know why.
I think I have a theory.
But dude, there's like almost 2,000 new whiskey distilleries, maybe more now. And to know all of their stories, that's a full-time job.
No, rule of thumb.
And I'm not Indiana Jones of whiskey. I don't have the time.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink,
may
you drink with us. Oh, great whiskey spirit, how have we offended thy magnificence?
Your crimes are many, unbecoming of a sommelier.
The spirits are lost to you.
You must undergo 7 trials of the whiskey beasts.
The journey is perilous and...
Hey Siri, where is the dick on a bird?
Let's see. Here's what I found on the web for where is the on a bird.
Why do you want to know?
Because I'm gonna punch you in the dick, bird.